again at the side. All right, I
Perfect.
am live. We are live and welcome. We have Olga Kushirenko. Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yes, that's correct, Olga. And hi,
And
Sean. Nice to see you.
nice, Olga. So, okay, welcome everyone. If you can hear us clearly, please share with us where you are from and also what do you want to learn? What do you want to achieve this year? Because Olga, she's an expert and she has been helping people achieve results. And when I say results, I do not mean techniques. I do not mean like what stocks to buy, but really sustainable results. So, welcome, Olga. Thanks for having us on the. Thanks for coming to the show. Can you please share with us where are you right now and what is it that you do?
Thank you for inviting me, Sean. I'm in Ukraine right now. I've been back. This is my home country, and I've been back for 4.5 years. Before that, I used to live in Singapore for 5 years.
Yep.
So this is where we've met on one of the investment events, and we've
Right.
learned certain things together. And after that, I've been also building my company. And what I do is I work with people and with their minds how to achieve the goals that they want to achieve in life faster, easier, how to delete those blocks, those like bad, painful feelings when, if we talk about investments, when they, for example, had experience of losing money and they can't do it again, they can't go back into investing because it's something really painful.
Right.
um, and how to set the mind that you can achieve success easier. It's all in our mind. So
Yep.
if we are sincere with ourselves before doing some action, I mean, it's a lot of adrenaline, before you invest money or you choose the stock, or even you have a blueprint what to do exactly following someone's steps, and you just can't do it because like physically you can feel pain and your like hands are trembling and you're so scared like to death. It can be, it's like public speaking, right? And investing,
Right.
it's
That's right.
somewhere nearby. It's like death experience because nowadays I know, especially in Singapore, money is like blood. You have no money, you
You mean
have
wait, wait,
nothing.
wait, 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 wait. You mean it's not the same in Ukraine? You mean it's
It's
only in
a little bit
Singapore?
a different culture because here we like have these things like building relationships and like your parents friends will help you out. And when I lived in Singapore
Oh.
I figured out it's a lot of is about money. If you
Oh,
don't
it's
have
very hard.
money,
Is that how you feel? It's
yeah,
very hard. Okay.
it's like money is important there. This is how I feel. I mean, it's important everywhere, and the easier you are with money, the more relaxed you feel, the more can come your way, and the more you can redistribute, and you can invest, you can do charity, you can just enjoy
Right.
your life with
Money is
your
just a
family.
tool. Money is
Yes,
just a
it's
tool,
a
correct?
tool. It's a
I
tool, but
just want to
yeah,
engage the audiences. So those who are
right.
with us right now, what do you think? Do you if you are from? Please tell us know. Let us know where you're from. Are you from Singapore? Are you from Malaysia? Are you from any parts of the world? Do you feel that in your country money is a very hard thing? Meaning, we say people are really desiring money, and it's something that actually makes a lot of our decisions. Please let us know. Is that true in your country? And if so, are you in search for more wealth? I mean, if you are, you have to be honest about it. By the way, I just shared with you something very interesting. When I first met Olga, I do not know whether you remember. It was actually at this particular class. I was actually giving a talk about stocks. And during the break, she was there doing some stretching. She was doing stretching. You were doing some very weird pose. I think you were upside down or something like that. And we were
Oh,
looking at you
really?
and we
I
said,
don't remember that. Oh my God.
I
Right.
see, I see, I see. So what happened was, I remember you brought us through an exercise of really like just
Ah,
simple stretching, and you mentioned one very interesting thing that I remember up to today. You say you told us, okay, most of the yoga teachers or like stretching people, they ask us to stretch our shoulders, our neck, and things like that. You told us to rotate our eyeballs, and you told us that there's you see, okay, now turn your eye round and round, and that's new to me. And but it was very refreshing. I thought it was very interesting. So do you still do that right now? Do you still roll your eyes at people when you talk to them?
no, I don't roll my eyes, but that's interesting that you brought that up. I don't even remember that.
You don't
I was
remember that?
just, no, no, no. But now I start to, yeah, there was something like that. But it's
That's
nice
right.
because we work so much with our eyes, you know. We never
Yeah.
exercise those muscles.
Maybe we can
True.
practice that later, like rolling
Yeah, we
our
can.
eyeballs. Okay, I have to
We
practice
can
that.
do that. Yeah.
Right. So I just want to ask something because, in fact, for my community, I pride myself as someone who strategize on investments, strategize on business. I feel so excited to teach people about all the things that I've learned. Interestingly, not everyone managed to take action and see results. In fact, they know what to do. When I check back with them, they know what stocks to buy, they know how to do it, they know how to build their business, they know, but somehow they don't do exactly what they plan. What is the main issue down there?
Did you ask them?
I asked them, okay, do you know what stocks to buy? They say yes. So do you know when to buy? Yes. Then I say, what happened? They say, I bought another stock. And I asked them
Right.
why. I asked them
Right.
why. They told me that because they heard a friend say that the other stock is better, and suddenly all the homework they have done, they throw aside, they buy into a stock that they listen from someone else whom they are not even sure what is it about. So maybe I do not know. Is it common that people are more confident in others than in themselves? Do you see that as a problem?
I used to do a lot of financially related programs and working with all those money blocks.
Money block.
And money blocks, it's in the head, it's like in your body, it's in your emotions. It's like your neuron system in the brain has certain patterns. For example, if you were born in a poor family and you've seen poverty around yourself, this is what you will be projecting. You know, it's like a program inside of you. And to kick that program out, I mean, yes, of course, you need to work hard and you need to like choose certain niche, certain profession, you need to enjoy it,
Right.
and you need to work on that. But sometimes we like sabotage ourselves,
We
and I'm
sabotage
sure,
ourselves.
yes, I'm sure you saw a lot of situations, people who were just like, they needed to do one more step and like their goal will be reached and they wouldn't do it, even though they knew.
Just the final step.
Yeah, for
And
example, right? They wouldn't do because there is a fear of poverty, and also there is a fear of success. Because success is also work. When you are poor,
wait. This is new. This is new. Okay. By the way, Ken Lim says that you are beautiful. I don't know whether you want to
thank you,
react.
thank you, thank
Okay.
you, thank you, Lee.
So you're saying there is a fear of failure. I mean, that one we can
Yes.
understand. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, failure. How do I explain to my friends? How do I tell my family? But you are saying there may be a fear of success. Why is that so? How does that happen?
Because you are a successful person, and you know that being successful is not just like lying down and doing nothing. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of mental work and work inside of you. And what I mean by that is envisioning the results, because you know that you're creating your reality by your thoughts. But we have so many thoughts per day, you can't control each and every one of them. And a lot of them are like automated. You don't even know, you're sitting there and okay, thoughts are going and they might not be constructive. There might be fears, there might be doubts. For example, if I'm so rich, then, for example, my friends will not be my friends anymore because they won't be able to allow my lifestyle. And how am I going to spend time with them, right? For example,
this is interesting. You know what
or
my kids
my
just told me?
relatives.
Yeah. Just this is very interesting because just now during dinner, my kids was asking me. They said that Warren Buffett, how rich is Warren Buffett? So I told them he's a billionaire, he's super rich. And they asked me this. They said that will people kidnap his family? Will people come and rob him? And I say, wow, this is interesting. How do you start thinking of all this? But maybe this is what you're saying. This is a story you tell yourself. If I become rich, maybe somebody will rob me. Maybe my family will be kidnapped. I mean, even if you are not rich, someone may kidnap you as well, right? So where does all these thoughts come from, and what can we do about it?
It has a lot of levels and deep levels. So sometimes it's just only us. When we were born, we had certain surroundings. We had kindergarten, schools, parents, grandparents, and they taught us, and we learn by example. I mean, what we see, we just copy.
Right.
So,
and the newspapers as well, right? Sometimes the newspapers teach us the scariest thing. Another person got kidnapped.
Yes. So it's true. So it's universities, people around us, our friends, our colleagues, and of course, papers, television, horror movies. I don't know, anything, you name it. Yeah. And also, there is certain thing like in our DNA. What was the history of your family? What was the history of the region you were born? Because, different countries, people have different relations to money. For some, it's much easier. For others, not. For example, if we talk about Ukraine and the previous USSR countries, we had a lot of suppression. So who were in Ukraine as well. So, for example, very rich families at certain point were suppressed, and all the money were taken, family members killed. And, so the memory of the DNA remembers that being rich is not, it's not safe. Because when I'm rich, I can be killed, or my family can be killed. It's just in the memory of the DNA. And we cannot understand, like, what is wrong with me? Like, I've been working hard. I want to be successful. I want to be rich. But when I get to that point, I can't do it, because for me, it's the same like to die. The brain interprets it that way. So when we work with the mind, we go there, and it can be felt and it can be deleted. So we just like we rewire the brain. It's like updating the computers, updating phones. The same way we delete those programs, because we needed those programs at that point in history or time, when our parents were living. They don't work right now. We have a different world. We have different. So we need to think and upgrade. Yeah, we need to upgrade our thinking.
How do we upgrade? Where do we buy the software?
So there are people like me, for example, we do it through meditation. And meditation, what is meditation? It's like stopping your waves. We have certain waves when we're active, when we're passive, when we're sleeping.
Okay.
So it's like self-hypnosis in a way.
Self-hypnosis, right.
Yes. So we go deep inside, we feel ourselves, we imagine the situation coming. For example, someone is taking your class, or you're performing on some stage, sharing your experience and how you became successful, and you give a plan to them. So do this, do 1, 2, 3, 4, and you will have kind of the same results.
Right.
First, we need to envision where are we going. We need to know, and this is success, right? Then we need to delete things that are preventing us, and then speed up the strong points. So it's like deleting weak points and strengthening the strong points.
Right. And one portion you mentioned is to visualize, and also maybe is the spoken word important? Because I share with you something that I learned from my kids. It's very interesting. I don't know whether you have seen this before. They told me that when you talk to your hands will grow. Okay, so I don't know. Have you seen this before? Where your hands can actually grow bigger?
Hands? No, I know about the water. The Japanese experiment about the water, when you talk nice things to water and bad things, and the crystal system changes. About hands, no, I haven't seen that. So
let's test this. Let's do this for fun. Now, because for the audiences, you all can follow us as well, and you see whether it happens. So now you know that there's a line at the wrist, correct? On both hands.
Yeah.
Join the lines together, and then stretch your hand out and see which hand is longer, or are they totally equal? Is the left hand slightly longer, or which one is slightly longer, or both is?
I don't know. They're kind of equal.
Equal, correct? Okay. So now it's okay. So if they are equal, take your right hand,
right,
and talk to your right hand. Okay. So this is what you say: grow longer, grow longer, grow longer, grow longer. Say it 5 to 10 times, and then take your left hand and tell it grow shorter, grow shorter, grow shorter. No joke. Let's try that. Let's try that 10 times. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Grow longer, longer.
Grow longer.
How do you say that in your is it Russian? Do you say that in Russian? Like
длиннее.
Okay, grow longer. Okay, I'll just say that. Longer.
Yeah.
Okay, but you tell it command. Now shorter.
Longer. Shorter.
Okay, now you compare it again. Let's compare and see whether did it happen. Did it grow longer?
I mean, I put it that way that it looks longer. I'm not sure. I mean,
okay, you can do it. You do it one more time.
No.
Is it longer? Mine actually look a little bit longer. The longer hands looks actually longer. I told my right hand to grow longer, and it's really longer. I'm not sure about
yours. A little bit. You see,
a little bit, right? Yeah. Now, how about the audiences? Did y'all do that? Try it. Now, this is the power of visualization and words, and it can happen to your hands. So it can happen to, I guess, but don't worry, it's not going to be permanent. You will go back to the side. but is that what
true.
You do? Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's true. That's power of visualization and managing your thoughts and getting the results you want because you focus on them. Because we have billions of results, and we can be like, you can be billions of you, like the career, the lifestyle, how you look, how you dress, allow millions and billions of possibilities. And we have the power to choose where to go and then delete those thoughts, those emotions that are preventing, and speeding up those that are helping us getting what we want and achieving what we want.
So this is amazing. Like every single day, we can make different choices, and each choice leads to another one, and every time we choose to do something, it leads us somewhere. It can be like what you mentioned, billions of possibilities, but are we doing it consciously, or are we just going by the flow and not thinking much and letting our natural flow to actually guide us along? So what do you do on a daily basis to make sure that you are actually focused and going to the direction you want and having the flow?
First of all, I know what I want. So yes. Occasionally, not every day, like maybe once in a month or 2 months, I would work on I wouldn't call them goals, but it's like wishes.
Your wishes?
Goal, wish, the wish. I wish something.
Isn't it for the genie? You have to rub the lamp and the genie have to come out.
Oh, you don't rub anything, but it's just like wish. What is the difference between goal and wish? Goal can be, it's like very planned and you don't feel any emotions. You might not feel happy. For example, you have a high goal and your mind is happy with that goal. Your ego is happy with the goal. And then you achieve the goal and you feel nothing. Like, okay. Right. Or for example, okay, I'm a millionaire. Okay, I'm a billionaire and I feel nothing. And it's also a scary thing. Like, why would you work so hard if you feel nothing? You're not happy about it.
So wishes actually talks a lot about your emotions, how you feel about certain things. Okay, great.
It's a combination of your skills, of your emotion and experiences you want to have. Because when I ask you, why do you need money? Like, why?
Because I need to pay my bills.
I mean, this is maybe a first level to pay the bills, but then you want to experience something. You want to experience the journey. You want to experience the restaurant. You want to experience certain lifestyle. You want to experience some, like, I don't know, physical cars, houses, etc., etc. You want some kind of experience. This is why you do it. Or you want to feel that you've achieved it and everyone respects you and that everyone listens to you. You know what I mean?
I love this. So Harris is saying that now he will start chanting, because we were talking about the hand. He will start chanting for his savings in the bank account to grow more. Now, Harris, this is excellent because you know what you want, your first goal. But don't just make it into a goal, turn it into a wish, or in terms of connecting it with your emotions. Otherwise, it will just be a logical, plain goal that doesn't drive you, correct? So why do you want the money? Why do you want your savings to grow? I mean, there's really a why. It's not just because I feel good about it. I mean, maybe there's one good reason, but why do you feel good? Is it security for family? Is it bringing the world a better place because you can give more? Understand the why, and I think it makes a lot of sense. A goal with a very powerful why, and you know why, it becomes like, I guess what I say, a wish. Like they always ask the Miss Universe, right? What if you have one wish, what will it be? And most of them will say, world peace. I don't know about in Russia, or in Ukraine. In Ukraine, do they say that?
Well, it's television. They say a lot of things, and they're pretty. It might not be true. You know what I mean? We need to be truthful to ourselves first. Going public and talking publicly is like one thing, but also I think people feel when you're sincere, and people who have courage, they can be sincere in public, because sometimes it's like very deep and personal things. And so when you're sincere with yourself, then your wishes and like goals with emotion, let's call them that way, they can reach you faster, because this is truth. This is what you want.
That's right.
Really want.
Number one, gain clarity and understand really why you want it. Feel inside really what do you want. Sometimes we choose goals that people give us. Or next time you grow up, you are supposed to be an engineer. So that became my goal. But is that really what you want? So I think it's very important to get connected to yourself.
Yeah.
Right. So once, I think this is a very interesting part, even for those who are investing. Why are you investing? And maybe when you actually have a very clear realization of why you're investing, it's not so scary to invest really, because it becomes a longer and bigger goal, and that click of the button, that investment is not so scary after all. Did you agree with that?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. And also then the next step, once you have a goal, you can work, then fears will come out. So you can work with it through meditation, for example, or you can do it by yourself. You just take a piece of paper and you write your wish, or you write your goal, right?
Okay.
So you write it down. I don't know. What do you want?
I want a unicorn. I want a
unicorn. You can do it today, the live one.
No, that's what my daughter wants.
Right.
I think I want my team. I want my team to actually be much happier and also become wealthier. My company, my people in the company.
Okay, so if I listen to your wish, what you say, I want my team. But the problem here is that we cannot make wishes for someone else.
We can't?
How you can make, no. Because it's interfering into someone's, everything, mind and emotions as well. You can't think for others. You can do it only for yourself. And you can make wishes only like for yourself, through yourself. Okay, so I would say, I understand what you mean. So what you can say, I want to feel happy seeing my team also being happy and successful. You know what I mean? It's a very subtle difference, but instead of saying I want them, I want to be happy myself seeing them or spending time with them. You see what I mean? So it's like everything you go through you. Or for example, someone can say, I want my daughter to marry this and that guy. You can't say like that. You can't say like, no, you can say only, I want to happily dance on my daughter's wedding. Right. And then the daughter chooses who she wants to be, right? So you can only talk about yourself and how happy you are, or you're wealthy, and how you feel. Because
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
it's important. It's important.
I think it's also taking a lot of responsibility. So example, if I were to go to the Miss Universe pageant and they ask me what's one wish you want, instead of saying I wish for world peace, I would say that I wish that I can bring world peace I can bring peace to the world. Like through me, I can actually make the people around me more peaceful, and it spreads throughout the world. So in the end,
that's amazing.
It starts from you.
You win.
I'll win the pageant, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay, good. Hey, I love this idea. I mean, it's a small change, but it makes you more conscious that yes, it starts from you. I love that. And what would you say will be the next step? Like when you talk about meditation, taking the piece of paper.
It can be meditation, or it can be just to take a piece of paper, you write down, I want to feel happy seeing my team being successful and bringing great results and feeling happy themselves, for example.
Right.
And then you can sit down and close your eyes and imagine that happening, actually.
Okay.
So you see your team, maybe you're gathering together, or you're going to some kind of island, or maybe just at someone's house, and what is that you do, how they're sharing their success stories, how you feel proud for them that, you know, you taught them a lot of things and
No,
they achieved that success. So, and then you start to feel what will happen if that happens. Is there anything horrible can happen? For example, no, you feel nothing. Will there something bad happen, for example, with you? And you just need to check how are you feeling? What are the thoughts coming your way? Or for example, your wishes, I wanna, let's say, I wanna have 30,000 passive income by the end of the year, for example. And you know why? Because the lifestyle you will live, the things you will experience, maybe the education your kids will get, and that makes you happy. Seeing them having the opportunities to choose, right? And providing that. And then you imagine those things coming your way. Everyone actually, I can do this exercise right now. You can think about your wish and what is that you're wishing. And let's just do it together. Just sit comfortably and start to envision with your thoughts and emotions those money coming to your accounts, filling up your accounts. Maybe it's just in cash, you have money in cash at home and you just start to play with them and count them and just feeling happy that you got it, man. Everyone wants the money and I have it and it's here sitting in my room and I can do whatever. So let's imagine that and see and start to feel. How do you feel in your body? Is there anything uncomfortable about that? Try to envision your relatives, your family. How are they reacting to the money? Are they happy? Or maybe someone is jealous? Maybe someone is turning their back to you? What is happening with your surrounding? Just check it out. Maybe there is something that you don't like. Maybe you have thoughts that it will be too difficult, or maybe it's impossible. Or maybe you'll have to work that hard that you won't be able to see your family, friends, or like you won't be able to have any kind of life achieving that. Just try to collect all those things and then inhale and exhale, open up your eyes and write down everything that came to you. And especially if there were some kind of fears, doubts, that you're not believing maybe, that it's impossible, that it can happen to me, that I'm not worth it. For example, I mean, anything can happen. It's a dialogue between you and you know? You need to be sincere and maybe don't do it with us today, maybe at home later when you're by yourself. Just write down your wish and then write down what is preventing you from doing that just on the paper.
I love this exercise. I will send you a better earpiece because they are saying that your voice, there's some echo. This is my wish. Okay.
You know what? I have this new apartment. This is why I have echo in my apartment.
Okay.
It's a new apartment, so.
Show off. She has a new apartment. It's too big. That's why there's echo. Okay, but jokes aside, I want to say that actually for myself, I do this exercise almost every morning.
Right.
I do it with prayer. I pray. I thank God for the things that I have, and I ask for vision, and I live into it.
This
I
is
love
the best.
story.
This is the best. Like having the higher powers. It can be your religion. It can be anything. It can be just universe. Something that bigger than us. And you're doing the right thing. Yeah, you're asking and you're blessing. Like for everything we have. This is amazing. We're so rich. Read stories about the kings in the like previous centuries, how they lived. All the things we have right now, we are better than kings right now, you know? We have everything, like more than we can even digest, you know?
Wow, Harris is an expert. Harris was the one who said he would chant over the bank accounts. And yes, correct, when we have good thoughts, correct? So that's where, I mean, we are made of, like I think Olga, you mentioned about the waters, right? When you actually have bad thoughts, the vibration, the water, and your body reacts. I just want to share one more story. I don't know whether you heard of this story before. The time where I started to learn visualization, I do a lot of prayers. I pray But when I start to do visualization, it changes things, makes me more focused. And I was inspired by this one story by Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I'm sure you have heard of him, the Master Man, and
Of course, yeah.
he was a Mr. Universe. He won the bodybuilding competition. He went on to become the Hollywood star. He went on to become the governor. We can argue whether is he good at that or not. But the thing is, it is actually three different wishes, three different ideas he had. But he actually was asked, how do you manage to become a Hollywood #1 star? You weren't really acting. How do you actually become that? How do you become a governor? And he said this. I'm going to show the verse that he said. I was very, very inspired by it. So this is what he said. Okay, where's my... Okay. Okay, there it is. You can see that, correct? He said this. He said that whatever he do started from the point where he learned bodybuilding. He created a vision of who he wants to be. And then he lived into the picture as if it was already true. So when he see himself as a very muscular guy, even though when he wasn't, he imagined himself, he visualized himself being that guy, and he lived into it. He started to work out as if he's a very powerful guy. He actually started to eat as if he's a very muscular guy, and he lived into it, and he became that person. Next portion, he visualized himself to become a Hollywood #1 star. He began to behave like one. He spoke to producers like one. He spoke to directors like one. And slowly, he lived into it. And when I say slow, it wasn't really slow, because he achieved all this very quickly. So I really thank you for bringing us through visualization. It is so powerful. I mean, a lot of people will not understand the power until they actually practice it. Do you agree to that?
But we do it anyway, whether we just unconsciously, we watch, for example, a movie, and then we can have those pictures are installed in our minds. So this is why it's powerful to watch movies about successful stories, because you have those stories just in your mind, and you see that you can do it as well. Or if you watch drama all the time, you can bring more drama. And it doesn't mean that one is better than the other. It doesn't matter. It's like in music, you have different tones. And that's what makes the melody. But sometimes we're so tired of feeling like bad or not successful that we want to experience success. It's a different melody, and it has different patterns. So it's just interesting. We're all playing. You know what I mean? We have an experience, and we're playing with life, and we're like learning, and then we see results. We're happy, and we understand for ourselves that, okay, something is working because I have that nice car, in my yard. Then I did something right.
Right. So no matter what, we are playing a movie, we are playing a vision in our mind anyway. Might as well turn it into something that is powerful and actually helps us. So what is one of your favorite movies or favorite I don't know, like dramas? Is there anyone that you particularly like?
Actually, I'm watching Netflix a lot these days. And
Netflix?
Yeah, the last one I'm watching about like Hollywood stars right
Money
now.
Heist.
I want to. No, it's called like Real California Hollywood Housewife or something like that. But what I like about it, they're like stories and maybe a little bit of dramas, but real situations. What I like about it, I can see those huge houses. I can see those cars. I can see that lavish lifestyle, so that my brain copies it, and I show it. So it's like a teaching your brain what is wealth. Because if you're not born in it, how do you know?
Right.
How do you know?
Amazing.
So by watching those things, you educate. It's like education. You educate what is that, and then you check on yourself. Do I really like it? Because it doesn't mean that you have to have it, Rolls Royce or anything, if you don't really like it. Just need to understand. Do you like it or not? Go check it out. Go try it out. Ask someone to give you a ride, or go for a drive test to understand. Do you really want it, or is it just imagination? Or someone's wish flew to your head.
This is so funny. You know why? I'm sorry for cutting you.
Yeah.
Last time I actually watched some movies, and I saw a very nice car. It's a BMW convertible where the top can come down, you can drive in the wind. And I heard this idea. Go and test drive the car. Visualize yourself in the car. So I went to the showroom and I went to test drive the car. It wasn't comfortable.
Right?
It's like,
Sometimes you're so disappointed. So better go and check it out faster whether you really like it.
Right.
Sometimes you imagine.
Yeah, otherwise you chase it all your life. In the end, when you spend all your savings, at last you get your dream car and you drive and you ouch, it hurts my back. So
That
it is
is
a good
so
idea.
true. Or about islands, especially in these like cold countries where you have half of the year is very cold. It's
Mhm.
like, imagine those palm trees and ocean. But no one tells you that the humidity is so high and actually so hot, it's just unbearable, when you go there, you're all stinky and it's horrible. It's not a paradise at all, you know what I mean? So
It sounds like Singapore's streets. Okay, it's always very hot. So I love this whole entire thing. It makes, you know initially when you say start with a wish, usually I mean, I guess it's a choice of words, but a lot of people think, oh, a wish means that it is not something that's realistic, it will not come true. But your idea of a wish is stronger than a goal, where you have your why do you want to achieve the goals, and why are you vested into it. Then the next portion, we start to visualize, and then we even start to go and experience it ourselves. Don't just visualize, go and experience it, and then that's where it becomes our reality, and that's where you live really into it.
And the good thing about experiencing, you can feel, like, for example, you go to the expensive, I don't know, BMW, Lamborghini, whatever, you go there and you might feel like you open
Yes.
the door and you might feel, oh my God, I don't belong there. Or how do I look like? How am I dressed? You start to feel those uncomfortable situations about yourself and you can write them down, like, I don't belong. I don't feel comfortable. It's too expensive. It's not my lifestyle. When you
The
do it,
awareness.
you can see how are you feeling, or I'm afraid, or no one will let me like sit in that car. Only you know those thoughts because they're happening to you. No need to tell it to anyone.
Right.
But then you write them down and you show it to yourself. And on top of that, you write, these are just my fears. That's it. This is just my fears. And then you just burn it or you flush it into the toilet or whatever. You erase everything. And then you start to create your rules. It's like, I deserve the best cars in the world.
I
Or,
love
for
that.
example, I have more money than I can spend, for example.
Right.
Something like that. You start to create your rules, and then you need to learn those rules by heart at least and read it to yourself. You can take
Thank you
someone
so much. Yep.
someone else's rules, or you can. I think it's better to create your rules.
Yeah, create your own rules. And I want to
Yeah.
thank you so much for sharing this. Let's give our audiences some homework. So guys,
Yeah.
homework for the week or homework for the weekend, it is to really, number one, create your wish. Okay, so number one, wish. Can you all please type down wish? Wish are goals with a certain emotional purpose. There's a certain
Yes.
strong reason for the goals. Number two, visualize exactly what is it to be. You can go and watch Netflix, but don't get addicted to Netflix. Otherwise, you will not come back on time to pass up your homework. And then go and visualize it. Go and watch Netflix. Go and Google for the pictures. And number three, if possible, go and experience it and write down the kind of emotions that pops out. So it may be, for example, if it's a fitness goal, you want to actually look slimmer. Maybe go and test the kind of clothes that you want to wear when you are slim, and then see how you feel about that. Maybe it's a bit tight, but you feel good. Okay, maybe it's like, oh, I'll never fit into that. Identify the fears, identify negative thoughts, and that's where once you identify them, you can start to be aware and start to change them. Am I a good student so far?
Absolutely right. You're amazing. You are amazing. So in front of that negative thoughts, you write the opposite. Like,
Right, the opposite. Right.
Yeah,
Right,
the opposite. How you want to.
reframe.
Yeah,
Excellent.
reframing. And then put it on your wall and read about it, and then prove it to yourself every day. For example, if you don't like your appearance, there is something you like about yourself, like anything, like the hair or maybe one nail on the left hand or anything. There is something you like, and then start to focus on that. And then you will start to see that you like more and more things about yourself. And then you look into yourself and you're like, oh my God, I'm so amazing. I love you. I love myself so much.
Yeah, I'm so good looking, man. All right.
Yeah, so it's nice to have a good vision of yourself. If you don't like something, show that it's changing and go do something about it.
All right. So this is your homework for today. for this weekend. Go do it, and don't just listen. Really go and live into it. I want to thank you a lot, Olga, for teaching us so much. I'll be inviting you back for more of these insights, sharing with us your experiences. I do hope that you have enjoyed speaking.
I had the pleasure as well. I miss Singapore. I should say, yeah, and it was great talking to you. Loved it.
Thank you so much. So, guys, if you have learned something, you would like to actually give your thanks to Olga. Olga, please actually type what you have learned and also give her a thumbs up, and also follow her on her Facebook page. I'll post a link there. And that's where, but your Facebook page is mostly in your Ukrainian language, right?
Yeah, I can answer in English, and also if this video will be posted on Facebook, right?
It is on Facebook already. It's a Facebook Live.
Okay, so you can write below that video. Maybe if you want, you can share your wishes, and then which steps you have taken, and keep us updated, because if you really like the technique, if you really want to try it out, keep posting, and we will be interacting maybe on the page, on the below the video. What is that you want? What have you done? Maybe share your fears, or just write it to yourself and just burn it. And share with your new rules. What are your new rules? How do you see yourself? How do you see yourself in family life, in personal life? How do you see yourself in finances? How do you see yourself in investing? How do you see yourself in health, beauty, longevity? How do you see yourself in opening up your true, how do you call it? When you're good at something,
your talent,
your talents, your gifts, your talents. What do you want to show to the world? Because I'm sure a lot of your people who are watching this, they have so many talents to share, to open up and to enjoy the process, and then to get results, all kind of results, financial as well. So just write it down.
We have to go through a workshop for this, correct? A workshop with Olga. But maybe we can do a virtual workshop together on this. And
maybe, why not? As far as I like the process, and I like people getting results. I like people sharing, opening up their talents, because it's beautiful. It's like flowers opening up. They might be closed and then they open up, and it's beautiful.
Wow, I can see your flowers behind. And for me, I'm the flower. I'm the flower of this show. No, okay. I see good things about myself. I do not know why you're laughing, Olga. I am. Okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Of course.
Okay, so thanks a lot. Thanks for being a wonderful audience. We'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you for inviting, Sean. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.